Welcome everybody, my name is Michael or Kubera, and today we will be looking at the top ranked coins, and there was one that was right below Tron for yesterday's video. And by the way, we have a quick response to yesterday's video for the just airdrop, but I saw a coin that I've never seen before, and this is coming from somebody who used to be very involved in the crypto sphere in 2017 and in 2018. After the crypto crash, my portfolio was just wrecked with like a nuclear missile, and in 2019 I essentially took a break from cryptocurrency. I only posted a few videos. I was still tracking the market, but the main cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the cryptocurrencies that I've lost money, and I now see a lot of new tokens and coins, and I would like to go through a lot of these. And I'm going to be very honest with you that I have zero clue what half of these are. So we're going to be learning about them. So just in case you guys also don't know, because I'm sure there's a fair amount of you that probably are interested in Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Tether, you all know, Litecoin, some of these exchange coins like Binance coin, all right, that seems pretty simple enough. Monero because of privacy reasons and maybe because you're coming from my other channel. Tron you've probably heard because it used to be in the top 10. Dash used to be in the top 10. So all these coins that are probably familiar that are now within the top 20, within the top 30, within the top 40, they've moved down and they used to be in the top 10, or they used to be very near the top 10, or there were memes like Dogecoin and they were in the media a lot. So you probably have a very good clue of them. But there's some like maybe Ontology that you're like, that's an interesting one. I see this one, Hedge Trade. I see over here Theta. I have no idea what Theta or Hyperion or Qtum I saw, but Algorand, Synthetics. So some of these have some really, really weird names. Never have seen them before, but one stood out in particular, UNUS SED. So let's roll the intro, and today we're going to be discussing what is UNUS SED and what does it mean. So quick update to yesterday's video for Tron holders. We had two comments asking would they get just airdrop, and one of them was pointing to the fact that they have Exodus. I also have Exodus wallet. Now this isn't talking about the just airdrop, but it is talking about some other coin here, BTT airdrop for TRX holders with the Exodus wallet, and here's an Exodus mod. If you have TRX in your wallet at the time of the snapshot, you will receive BTT at your Tron address. So with that knowledge, you will receive JST in your Tron address. Unfortunately, you won't be able to see it in Exodus as it's not going to be supported unless later support comes down the line, but most likely that's not going to happen, even if it would not for a while. So you can search your TRX address on a Tron Explorer and it'll show you that yes, indeed, you have it. If you have plans to sell or trade your JST in this case, or BTT, or whatever other token, you'd probably be better off moving your TRX to a supporting wallet, but that's if you'd want to sell it right away. There might be support in the future. So if the TRX will be stored on an Exodus wallet at the moment of the airdrop, and the BTT token or the JST token in this case won't be at the Exodus wallet, and at the time it doesn't support the tokens, will they still be visible on the TRX wallet address on the TronScan blockchain? Moving your BTT or JST from your Exodus address would require you to use a TRX mainnet wallet and importing your Tron private key. Once this is done, you should have access to any TRC10 or 20 tokens on the Tron network stored in your Exodus wallet. So that should answer your question. That should point you in a little bit of a better direction. And today, library credits is 4.6 pennies. We're going to look at CMC. The total market cap, 263 billion. Bitcoin dominance fell a little bit, 66.8% with 9,600. And yesterday I saw Tron, it moved down quite a lot because I remember it was within the top 10. And now I saw UNUS SED, and I saw that, wow, that is the last cutoff there. These 16 coins are over $1 billion. Now Tron is very, very close to it, but $1.1 billion, what the heck is it? It's worth $1.10. The volume is a little bit low for it to be so high. For example, Tron's volume is absolutely huge, and this was because of what was going on yesterday. You have EOS, huge volume. Cardano has very little volume, so the volume does vary very much depending. You've got Ethereum Classic with $1.3 billion volume. So this has a circulating supply of near 1 billion, and I just was very curious, like, what the heck is it? So I clicked on it, and I saw that it's fairly new. It's $1.10. And this is from 2019. So no wonder I didn't hear about this, because during the break, And this came out exactly like a year ago. So today is May 20th, going on to May 21st. The first date is May 21st on here. And we see that the price hit like around, the highest price was $1.97, and it kind of fell from there. And at the very beginning, the market cap was near $2 billion. So it fell quite a bit. But it's still quite up there. And I was like, all right, well, let's look. What is this thing? So Unus Sed sounds Latin, and it is Latin, and it's meaning only one but a lion. It comes from a few ancient stories. One like a vixen bragged about how many children she had and sneered at a lion for only having one. The lioness then replies, one but a lion. So in the Leo white paper, they say they will burn all of the tokens except for one. You can read a little bit more about it here. By the way, all the links in the description, so check that out if you're curious about it. And this is coming from Bitfinex, so let's read about it. UNUS SED is a new token designed to extend the capabilities of all platform users and services to iFinex. So you might have heard of Bitfinex. Obviously, it's an exchange. There's a lot of powerful exchanges out there. There's a Twitter account called Bitfinex, and there's been some scandals with Bitfinex, so that's probably why you heard of it. I don't use Bitfinex. I haven't used Bitfinex for quite a long time. There's some exchanges I like, there's some exchanges I don't like, but personally, I never had that much going on with Bitfinex, but that's probably because of all the stories I heard. So if you're always curious, check out the Twitter Bitfinex, and there's some awesome stuff going on there. Also, Bitfinex had quite a few lawsuits against it, a recent one including. So further on reading, such a decision should help to cope with the crisis that arose after the accusations against the trading platform about the illegal use of Tether cryptocurrency. So it's essentially the same argument as the Fed printing money. People were very upset. Is this decentralization? Blah, blah, blah. But Tether's doing all right now. And does Bitfinex actually have the billions and billions of dollars that would happen? And does Bitfinex actually have the billions and billions of dollars to back the Tether stablecoin? Well, that was a different and long controversy. So with UNUS SED, Bitfinex plans to fill its own budget. As a result of the initial exchange, $1 billion was collected. iFinex has a budget deficit of $850 million. Therefore, every month, coins are redeemed in the amount of 27% of the profits in order to close the resulting hole in the budget. On May 20th, 2019, the UNUS SED token was added to Bitfinex and then to other trading platforms. The purpose of UNUS SED, as we mentioned earlier, iFinex will buy Leo tokens monthly, equivalent to at least 27% of the company's profit for the previous month. This is an indefinite process while tokens will be in circulation, so it's not really indefinite, but redemption occurs at the current market price. Leo tokens, which are used to pay commissions, can also be burned. The only platform that cannot destroy coins is Bitfinex, since it launched its own token called NEC in 2017 for the same purposes. So on this other website, we see that Bitfinex, Bitfinex, and Tether are owned by all iFinex. The benefits for owners: you save commissions on Bitfinex. It'll be reduced by 15% for payers. Monthly discounts on Bitfinex. Token holders receive a discount of 0.05% for every 10,000 USDT in UNUS SED tokens held on the trader's balance sheet during the previous month. It's not that big of a deal, but yeah, it's always a discount. I guess it's a benefit. Anyways, calculations are made taking into account each day of the month, and the maximum is 5% discount. You get a discount on withdrawal and replenishment of both crypto and fiat money. So holders of more than 50 million UNUS SED will receive a discount of up to 25% on the withdrawal and deposit of cryptocurrencies. Also, customers of the marketplace who will have tokens in the amount of $50 million will be able to withdraw up to $2 million per month without additional fees. In addition, the additional commission will be reduced from 3% to 2% with any withdrawal of more than 2 million USD in fiat monthly. So this is for whales. I mean, that's the only people that it's really targeted for. By the way, this is on medium.com. I'm going to be writing articles on medium.com. So when I write my first crypto article on there, I'll link you guys to it. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit that like button. I'm excited to have you joining me for the journey. Where can I trade at UNUS SED? So obviously Bitfinex, you got BW.com, OKX. These other ones that I haven't really heard of, DragonX, IDEX, okay, big one. So whatever. It's an exchange utility token. You can trade it for USD, USDT, BTC, Ethereum, EOS, and MakerDAO's DAI. Why did iFinex launch a exchange utility token? Well, the previous article discussed about the $850 million seizure. So back in 2018, Crypto Capital, the payment processor of Bitfinex, had a government seizure equating to $850 million. And that was a pretty big scandal. So they had a big problem on their hands. And some people think this was a bad idea to resolve it, but whatever. We're not there. We're not the executives of the company, so maybe it's a good idea, maybe it's a bad idea. I mean, it's probably a good idea for the company holders, right? But for the cryptosphere in general, for the long term, we have yet to see. It's kind of like with Binance. Some people love Binance, some people hate Binance. See, in this world, since there's a lot of money being dealt with, it's people either love you or hate you. That's it. Personally, I'm a big fan of Binance, but that's a topic for another day. So they conducted a private offering. They got $1 billion. It was perfectly fine. They recovered $850 million funds from crypto capital. They stated that an amount equal to 95% of the recovered funds will be used to repurchase outstanding tokens and then burn them. And Bitfinex will use 80% of recovered funds from a 2016 hack to repurchase and burn UNUS SED tokens. So what's the burn mechanism? As described in official Bitfinex Medium post on Matter, we have decided upon a continuous burning mechanism, verifiable and in real time, to keep the process as fair as possible for our users. As our revenues flow in continuously, we felt that the fairest approach to token buybacks would be one built around continuous and constant redemptions. We are doing this to remove the possibility of uncertainty from LEO holders, subsequently allowing our community to track iFinex revenues as well as LEO token burn quantities in an open manner. iFinex and its affiliated entities will buy back UNUS SED tokens from the market at market rates and on an hourly basis equal to a minimum of 27% of consolidated gross revenues of iFinex. This burn mechanism will continue until no more tokens are in commercial circulation. Additionally, UNUS SED tokens used to pay trading fees on Bitfinex will also be burned. Yada yada. It is expected smaller recovered amounts would be utilized for repurchases within a shorter time frame, but that larger recoveries may be utilized throughout an 18-month period to offer protection for sudden market spikes. LEO token holders can view and track iFinex revenues. So that's not really important anymore. Is benefits. We discussed about the discounts. There's lending fee reductions. You have other iFinex platforms, products, and services will offer also discounts as well. Personally, I see no reason to have this. People have it because they have large amounts on Bitfinex. That's really the only reason you have it. I wasn't in 2019 when this was going around. Maybe back then it seemed better. Obviously, you lost money on it. Who knows? It could be like Binance, where it went up a lot. A lot of people went and bought a bunch of Binance coins, and it used to be 12 cents, and here you go. Now it went $32, and currently it's at a nice steady $17. So a lot of people made money on that. But I honestly think if we look at the top 100, seeing what I know from the past now, half of these aren't going to be around within the next few years, at least on the front page. We're going to forget about them. And some are very, very close to being forgotten about. Let's go all the way to the last 10. Well, right there is BitShares, right above Blockstack. I have no idea what Blockstack is, but BitShares, I remember that used to be much, much bigger. Golem used to be much, much bigger. Wax as well. We go down, and I remember Komodo, Quant, that was huge. Electroneum, a lot of people were very interested in that. And unfortunately, here is my beautiful Steam, which it pumped to 16.65% recently. Very interesting. Might want to look into that. Anyways, my name is Michael or Kubera. Thanks so much for watching today's video. That is that. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.